Radio Footlights.
Hello, Footlighters.
Hello there.
And welcome back for Podcast 3, courtesy of Rackham Studios.
How's it going?
Isn't it wonderful that we're now on to our third podcast? And what a podcast it is. Positively packed with festive goodies.
Yo-ho-ho.
What better way to start than with something traditional, seasonal and wonderful? Here's local folk singer-songwriter Johnny Coppin with the Five Valleys Wassail.
Wassail, wassail, we knock on your door. Good health to the rich and good health to the poor. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Here's to the landlords and landladies too. Behind every door there's a welcome for you. There by the fireside we'll gather within to raise up a glass as the season begins. Wassail, wassail, we knock on your door. Good health to the rich and good health to the poor. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Now here's to the artists and the makers of sound, to the writers and dancers wherever they're found. Here's to the markets, here's to the stalls, and here's to the farmers and shopkeepers all. Wassail, wassail, we knock on your door. Good health to the rich and good health to the poor. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. To five valleys carved out of the hills, the rivers, the railways, canal and the mills. Here's to the houses and homes far and near. Wherever you live, have a happy new year. Wassail, wassail, we knock on your door. Good health to the rich and good health to the poor. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Here's to our families, here's to our friends. Good health and good tidings to you we will send. Let's drink a toast to the people we know. May they always be with us wherever we go. Wassail, wassail, we knock on your door. Good health to the rich and good health to the poor. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Good luck to your family and friends all around. Wassail, wassail, all over the town.
Brilliant stuff.
Indeed.
Just the thing to get us into the Christmas spirit. And that track was recorded live in Cheltenham last year and features on Johnny's new album, Midwinter, available from his website. More from Johnny later in the programme, and we'll be having a special interview with him on our next podcast. Something to look forward to. Now, Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without a present or two, and perhaps some of you are racking your brains for what to get for a friend. How about this? Oh, my old acrylic jumper is all saggy and baggy, and my fleece has gone all barbly, and I'm just so cold.
Fed up with those winter blues? Just can't get warm? Then why not try our new unisex Fleecelights jackets, made from the miracle material Thermalite?
Sounds brilliant, darling.
Using cutting-edge technology, Footlights have developed Thermalite, an ultralight, ultra-thin miracle material with TOG ratings well over 15.
That's amazing.
Available this Christmas for all Footlighters. Thermalite Fleecelights from Footlights.
Oh, thank you, darling.
One has put turkey-flavoured dreamies on one's Christmas list. Ho, ho, ho.
Footlights, use random. Now, this podcast has only been made possible thanks to a generous grant from Gloucestershire County Council's Growing Our Communities Fund via Councillor Andrew Miller. And we're also grateful to Gloucester City Council for their COVID Recovery Fund and to Councillor Gerald Dee's additional community grant, which covers the cost of the Encourager. We thank them all. And with this money, we've been able to buy a state-of-the-art podcast kit. So Rackham Studios is now fully equipped to deliver podcasts into the foreseeable future. And Hans has certainly had fun opening all the boxes. It was like Christmas Day all over again. And now here's something to put a smile on your face. It's a bit of Chick Murray.
Hello, Chiners, it's your mate Chick Murray here. I've got some crackers for you today. Oh, I just couldn't believe it. I was fired from the Christmas calendar factory today. And all I did was I took a day off. Don't you hate it when someone answers their own questions? I do. My maths teacher asked me, if I have 5 bottles in one hand and 6 in the other hand, what do I have? And I said, a drink problem.
Ah, we always enjoy a chortle with Chick.
Lockdown, levity, ah ha 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 ha.
And now a seasonal poem called In the Bleak Midwinter by Joyce Neal. In the bleak midwinter, the snow lay crisp and even, and I was trudging homewards, for 'twas the feast of Stephen, and I was carrying carefully gifts from the master at the hall, warm socks for all the children, and for mother a nice thick shawl. For father a bit of baccy, smelling oh so sweet, and for all of us good things to eat, special Christmas treats. But my thoughts were on the Christ-child, cold in a manger stall, only a mother's loving care to keep out the winter's pall. And then I thought of my own bed up in the cold attic room, but I have a blanket to warm me and light from the winter moon. While in the stable the animals wander, in the fields the angels sing, telling shepherds to go in reverence to visit the infant king. Maybe they brought a sheepskin to warm the infant's bed, maybe a little lantern to light the Christ-child's head. Then from the east came wise men following a wondrous star, seeking, they said, a newborn king, travelling oh so far. They came into the stable with gifts to lay at his feet, gold, myrrh, and frankincense, smelling very sweet. I have no gold or incense, but my gifts will make us glad, and just for a few short hours I won't feel the cold so bad. For I know I have a family, as Jesus did that day, and his love still surrounds me as I trudge along my way. So I wish you a happy Christmas. May you get your heart's desire. But if not, please remember, as you sit before the fire, or snuggle beneath your blankets, or under your warm duvet, not everyone is so lucky on a cold, bleak winter's day. So spread the Christmas message as you pass along the way, and give the precious gift of love as God did on that day. It needn't cost you money. A kind word can be all it takes to make someone else's day. Just see the difference it makes. It warms the heart like sunshine on even the bleakest of days, and shines in the cold dark of winter like the brightest of the sun's rays.
Ah, that was lovely, Joyce. Many thanks for that and all your efforts with all the podcasts. I wish I could write poetry. Here's a thought. Looking for something to while away the hours over the Christmas period? Well, why not try this?
Just in time for Christmas, and for all you Western fans out there, Footlights proudly presents Sing Along a Christmas Hits with John Wayne.
Come, they told me, pa-rum-pa-pump-pump. A Stetson, spurs and gun, bring them along, son, and get off your horse and drink your milk, soldier.
And that festive favourite,
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say, get off your horse and drink your milk, soldier.
and that all-time Christmas classic,
Little donkey, on that dusty road. Gotta keep on plodding onwards with your precious load. Now get off your donkey and your horse and drink your milk, soldier.
Sing Along a Christmas Hits with John Wayne, available on Footlights Records now. With the In My Life spot, we enjoy hearing about fellow Footlighters' histories. And this month, we welcome our special guest, Mr. Ron Curtis.
Now, many of you will recall that Ron helped out at the Park End Empire Cinema, which is now the Elim Church. Here is some of an interview I did with Ron back in 2017.
My name's Ron Curtis, and I've lived in Gloucester for most of my life. My brother was second operator at the Empire Cinema in Gloucester, which was possibly known as the Park End Empire. It started when he was about 16, and at 18 he was called up into the army. And that's really when I got involved with the cinema, because they were very short of people that could operate the projectors and do the rewinding and what have you. And I used to call in quite often to help out, because I'd already started a 5-year apprenticeship. I was more interested in electrical engineering than possibly the film industry. During the war, there was hardly anybody in the cinema industry between the ages of 18 and 40. And this is the reason why I used to help out, because there was nobody around. I'm led to believe there was quite a few cinemas that had lady projectionists. After the war, my brother came back to the Empire. Then I finished my apprenticeship and carried on with my electrical engineering, but I still had a great interest in the film industry, having a 16mm projector, also a Super 8mm projector. I used to help out sometimes with the usherettes with a torch, because there was such a shortage of people, being the war was on. They used to show a lot of cowboy films with Roy Rogers and Trigger, was it Gene Autry? Used to get full houses, and there was no other cinema in Gloucester that I can recall that ever showed cowboy films. I must admit that there was some lovely films at the Empire, because they were second runs. And one of the films I remember that actually had 4 runs was a film called Dangerous Moonlight. And the music that ran through it was the Warsaw Concerto. The last thing that used to happen after the show at 10 o'clock, they used to go round with a bucket and empty all the ashtrays that were in the front seat of you, because smoking was the done thing in cinemas. In fact, sometimes from the projection room, you had a job to see whether the picture was in focus, because the density of the smoke was just like a fog. In fact, the walls of the cinema used to be yellow with nicotine. The seating at the Empire was on a lower floor tapered. The first half dozen rows, I think, were 10 pence. The next half dozen rows was 1 and sixpence. And the final 6 rows at the back were 1 and ninepence. And they were exactly the same upstairs, was 1 and ninepence, but the back seats of the balcony were double seats, which they were certainly favoured very often, I can well assure you of that. The other thing that used to happen, which I never see in cinemas today, every evening there used to be a man from the St John's Ambulance Brigade with his black uniform and white bag with all his... and we used to keep him a separate seat in the balcony. The films in those days, all the titles such as the editing and the directors was on the front of the films, and when the end came up, the end used to just come up on the screen. And as soon as that flashed up, we used to then play the King because we had about a 2-minute reel showing Buckingham Palace, the Union Jack, and 1 or 2 of the other royal establishments. And before the people could get up out of their seats, they had to stand up for the King to be played. But that seems to have gone by the board.
Ah, didn't that just conjure up all sorts of images of an age gone by, of trips to far off and distant lands, wintry nights, imposing commissionaires in their glorious green and gold uniforms. Magical. Ah, thank you, Ron. And speaking of magical things, here's a track from Johnny Coppin's 1990 album, The West Country Christmas. It's the beautiful Song for Loaders.
When frost lies thick on Egerton and every pool begins to freeze, from Mucklefoot to Nettlecombe, and hills are hung with sparkling trees, oh, then to Loaders we must go before the world is drowned in snow. So here, my dear, and there, my dear, the air is singing love tonight. And you, my dear, and you, my dear, are trudging home in winter light. When mists fall low on Egerton and morning reddens sea and sky, Vinnie Cross to Power Stock, the flocks of silent starlings fly. Oh, then as evening breathes farewell, we take the rutted road to Bell. So up, my dear, and down, my dear, the house is bringing love tonight. Trudging home in winter white. When stars shall return. So swing, my dear, and chime, my dear. The tower is ringing love tonight. And you, my dear, and you, my dear, are trudging home in winter bright. So here, my dear, and there, my dear, the air is singing love tonight. And you, my dear, and you, my dear, are trudging home in winter light.
Ah, wasn't that simply wonderful? Song for Loaders from West Country Christmas. And we wish Johnny all the very best with his new album, Midwinter, and all his future plans. And we look forward to speaking to him in January.
Footlights, use random.
Our friend Mark at the superb Sherborne Cinema has now officially reopened in a limited way, and the new programme is online now. Thanks to the BFI, the Sherborne was granted enough monies to see it through to the spring. So well done, Mark. And speaking of the Sherborne, there are some rather nice badges going about right now, and some rare ones too. Now, have you all received your badges with our Christmas edition of The Encourager? If not, you will do in a day or two. All these badges have been designed by Ross and Mark, and we thank them and Sandra Williams for kindly covering the cost of the hire of the Scouts badge maker to make all of this possible. Many thanks indeed. Here are some seasonal greetings from some of our Footlights entertainers and friends, starting with John Woodford from Leicestershire.
Hello, Footlighters. I hope you're all well and getting ready for December the 25th. It's going to be very different this year, but hey, let's make the best of it. Have a happy Christmas and stay safe.
Hello, Footlighters. This is Ken here. I hope you remember me. I'm the ugly one that tells you a joke now and again. I would like to tell you that Bob is about to sing you a Christmas carol, and we hope you have a lovely Christmas and you all keep really well. Bye for now.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Hello all you Footlighters, it's Johnny Coppin here. I do hope you're keeping safe and well at this difficult time. And I'd just like to wish you a wonderful Christmas and a very peaceful New Year.
Well, I would like to wish everybody of the Footlight this Edward Chitkuti, and I would like to wish you a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year.
Hello everybody, this is Jane and Ken from Rain or Shine Theatre Company with a little COVID carol for you.
2020 has been bad, lockdown's not much fun. Distancing is very sad, wish that it was done. Brightly shines the sun today, frost is on the ground. Christmas elves, we need you now, answers must be found. Oxford maybe holds the key to finding a solution, unless in Santa's grotto he's made a magic potion.
Until then we must find ways to share the joy of Christmas. Here's my toast to better times, good health and hugs to all of us. Merry Christmas!
Hi there, this is Dee from the Westbrook Singers. Ron and I would like to wish you all the best for Christmas and the New Year. We hope to have an opportunity to come and entertain you in 2021, and sorry that we haven't been able to do so in this last year.
Hello, Footlighters. This is Anthony Young, who, as you know, come and entertain you with Libby Buckingham on the piano. We both really enjoy singing to you all. I would just like to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas and a very peaceful and healthy New Year. So have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your hearts be light. Next year all our troubles hopefully will be out of sight. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you for all those lovely messages from all our entertainers and friends who've shared special times with us at Footlights at the Hall over the years. And let's hope we can all get back together again very soon.
Not a lot of people know this.
Did you know hanging out stockings comes from the Dutch custom of leaving shoes packed with food for St. Nicholas's donkeys? He would leave small gifts in return.
Oh, that's really sweet. Did you know that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was invented for an American firm's Christmas promotion in 1938?
Typical American, yeah. Did you know the tradition of putting tangerines in stockings comes from the 12th century French nuns who left socks full of fruit, nuts and tangerines at the houses of the poor?
Oh,
that was nice of them, wasn't it?
Very nice. I always wondered where that originated. Did you know, Hans, that it's technically illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day in England? In the 17th century, Oliver Cromwell banned Christmas pudding, mince pies and anything to do with gluttony. And that law has never been rescinded.
Good grief. Typical of Oliver. He was a real downbeat sort of person, wasn't he?
Was indeed.
Oh, dear. Did you know the Christmas cracker was invented by a London sweet shop owner called Tom Smith in 1847? And this was after spotting French bonbons wrapped in paper with a twist at each end. And he sold similar sweets with a love motto inside. He then included a little trinket and a bang. And his bangs of expectation included gifts such as jewellery and miniature dolls. And by 1900, he was selling 13 million a year.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
dear.
a
I hope he got royalties on every one.
It's a cracker.
Yeah.
Did you know, Hans, that robins on cards started as a joke 150 years ago when postmen wore red tunics and were named after them? Why, we always have cards often with postboxes and robins at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, one thing we do know, Hans, is that everyone loves a laugh.
Oh, no, Lorraine, you don't mean more Chick Murray, surely?
Hello there, Chinas, it's me again. Did you know that dolphins are that smart that within a few weeks of captivity they can train human beings to stand on the very edge of the pool and throw them fish? My best friends and I played a game of hide and seek. Oh, it went on for hours. Well, good friends are hard to find. Oh, Grandma's been staring through the window ever since it started to snow. If it gets any worse, I'll have to let her in.
Ah, having a laugh is now more important than ever, and we sincerely hope that all of you, our dear listeners, have a very happy and healthy Christmas. Thanks to all our contributors, especially Hans at Rackham Studios.
Good old Hans.
Yay!
Not so much of the old.
And you'll hear us all again in 2021.
You certainly will.
So until then, here is our own Neil Avery with his unique and beautiful rendition of O Holy Night.
I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year, hopefully better than 2020 was. And thank you for supporting me in my music. It's been absolutely wonderful playing for you guys, and let's hope we can all do it again in the following year to come. Look forward to seeing everybody very soon. Really miss you.
I'm dreaming of a nice crisp mouse and a yummy bird upon a tree. But I suppose I'll just have to make do with whiskers again. Radio Footlights.